Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Hello mindenki, Laci vagyok, ez pedig itt a Witcher 3 70. része. Előző részben most kinek Eszkelnek segítünk most, akkor Lamberttel mentünk el megölni a Vérlándzsa hegyet, vagy hogy hívták, meg az Elementál körbe. Aztán, ja, most pedig Eszkelnek a nyomait kell megkeresni.
Must be Eskel's prints. No one else has left the keep recently.
Jó, kövessük Eszkel nyomait. Mert neki meg a villásfarkúval kell segítenünk. Ami ugye így, amikor éppen érkeztünk, akkor majdnem legyalult minket. És akkor most meg kellene találnunk, és meg kell egy picit úgy bögdösni. Mi van ott a víz alatt? Csak növény? De mi ez? Nem tudom mi ez. Jó, fölvettük. Na várjunk, itt elhagytam a nyomot. Oké. Valamit hallottam. És nem feltétlenül biztató. Ez kell, erre ment tovább. Ó, varázstárgy. Ezek jók. Scorpio.
That's his horse. What's its name? Scorpion?
Ja, hogy jó.
Beautiful animal. Eskel made camp here. Looks like he planned to stay outside a while.
Aha. Oké, Mr. Por.
Footprints and hoofprints. A goat. Interesting. Rocks. Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent.
Aha. Aztán hol a szaga?
Bits of bark. Looks like Eskel's goat rubbed against this tree. A clump of goat hair. Ugh, the stench.
Ó, igen. Megvan a szag. Ott van valami.
Eskel's tracks. The nose knows.
Aha. Itt a kecske. Mekegi.
Didn't tie itself to this stake.
Supposed to be forktail bait. Guess it works for witchers as well.
As for forked tails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See, your memory's back in full, and sharp as ever, in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
Ilyen foglalkoztat?
Jen's keeping you pretty busy, huh?
Started shouting out orders with just 1 foot out of the teleport. I tried to get a word in edgewise, to which she said...
One should not interrupt a lady.
Exactly. Times like these, I'm glad this ugly mug of mine keeps the women away.
Nem vagy ezért olyan
Come
csúf.
on, you're a handsome guy in your own way.
Geralt, please. Cut the crap. Shh. Hear that? Incoming.
There it is.
Jó.
I see it.
Picked a bad day to leave its nest.
Big bastard!
We can handle this.
Damn it! It's taking off! Hit the wings!
Hú, de gyorsan megy.
Not scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
Scorpion's a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine.
Bleeding heavily.
From an artery. Blood's light-colored. Can't fly much further. The old hen, she cackled. She cackled on the fence. The old hen, she cackled. And she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
Landed here.
Not very gracefully. Look at the tracks. We broke its wing, I think.
Ó, fecskefű.
Might want to look around some. Fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand.
It's stench.
All right, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Yen tell you why she wants this?
Mean you don't know? And that, doesn't bug you?
Bízunk benne azért.
No, it doesn't. I trust her.
And they say people learn from their mistakes.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
Nagyszerű, menjünk.
Great. Let's go.
Jó. Oké, térjünk vissza Kár Morendbe. Erre már nincs semmi. Várjunk csak. Ah. Erre sincs semmi.
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Legyen.
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Kaer Morhen wins!
Nem mondod. Na, taka. Gyerünk. Keszeg legalább addig bírt ki. Na, nagyon lehagytuk Eszkát. Ah, itt a víz. Ez már közel van.
Slow down! You'll break your neck!
Gyerünk, Keszeg még egy picit bírt ki. Yes!
Finally. Took you a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
Valóban. Ragaszkodsz hozzá.
Since you insist.
Here. Use it wisely.
Na, mindjárt szintet lépünk. Hegyvidéki csizma. Jó, viszont nézzük át, hogy sok mindent amúgy szedtünk össze amúgy. Nézzük át a kardokat. Az ugyanaz. Lassan el kell őket adni. 25-ös szint, az mindjárt megvan. Jó. Jó. Akkor így meg vagyunk. Elvileg. Akasztott ember mérge. Aha. Csali a villásra, egy küldetés frissítve. Küldetés teljesítve. Yes. Ronda baba, küldetés frissítve. Na viszont. Ó, meg mi van? Tapasztalati pontok, akkor szintet léptem? Igen. Szintet léptünk. Legyen ez. Ja, ez 26-os szint. Azt viszont nem kéne megcsinálni. Viszont nézzük meg ezt a zavart, mert hát az is mondjuk a ronda babához tartozik, de mindegy. Lényegtelen. Be kell mennünk a várba, igaz? Nem akarom kastélynak mondani, mert azért kastélytől az egy picit messze van. Nem olyan luxus. De mindenképp nagy bocsánat.
No reaction to dimeridium.
Arra föl? Nem. Erre be. Erre át. És erre föl. Jézusom. Hú, az első részben sem szerettem már ezt a lépcsőt.
God damn it, you piece of shit!
Uh-oh.
Na tessék, ennek fel mindjárt felrobbantja magát.
Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
Nem bízol bennünk?
You got trust issues with us?
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So, I'd rather keep certain things secret, for the time being.
Pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now, but you'll understand in time.
Jó. Mit műveltél az ágyja?
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor? Wouldn't recommend it. That stone can get awfully chilly.
Frankly, I prefer a chill to bedding littered with red hair.
Oh.
So upset about Triss, you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way? Geralt, I don't want to seem like a vindictive shrew, but that very bed is where you just happened to fuck a dear friend of mine.
Okay.
Yes, I know. You'd lost your memory. Whatever. Let us agree that I will refrain from scolding you, while you will stop mentioning that stupid bed. Agreed?
Agreed.
Splendid. On to more pressing matters.
Jó. Mit tegyünk?
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either
Megvan
of
mind a
them.
kettő.
Taken care of.
Is that so? My, the initiative. That leaves one other trifle to resolve. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
Oké, kivel szeretnél
Who you
kapcsolatba
plan to
lépni?
contact? Or is that a secret too?
No secret at all. Ida Emian. Remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
Your sorceress friends, the sage and not so sage, they've let me down before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
Hogy tudjuk ezt megoldani?
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquizitor.
Potestaquizitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for?
El lettünk küldve.
Ah, one more thing.
Ojjaj.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Geralt.
5000. Csak a szokásos tarifa. Igen. Felszerelés panel. Görgő gombot. Jó. Hol az a...
Nothing here. Nothing here. Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now.
Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Shh.
Lehet, hogy ő zavarja?
Can we talk?
Cirit
I'm
keressük.
looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, scar on her cheek. Seen her?
Hogyan tudunk
How
segíteni?
can I help you?
Vajon?
You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs?
Aha. Minden egyes szavát értem.
Mm-hmm. So do I.
És ő érti? Vigyázz magadra.
So long.
Most vezemérrel kéne
Yes?
beszélnünk.
What is it, Wolf?
Miért építetted újra?
No offense, but why all the construction?
So the roof tiles don't drop on our heads?
Roof tiles usually fall from the roof. You're putting up walls, rebuilding the fortress. For 3 people. Why?
Because I remember how it was, Wolf. Before the massacre. We were 20, and that's just teachers. As for candidates, I can't turn back the clock, I know. But I refuse to just sit and stare at these ruins.
Találkoztunk Emirrel.
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few. Hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sodden? The North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, Edirn, and the mages were heroes. On the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
Jó, viszlát.
See you later, Vesemir. Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer.
Pretty, isn't
Hot.
it? Interesting. Not afraid of silver.
Nem, itt már nem is szól.
Hold this.
Mounted witchering just never took off.
pulse weak, but regular. Look,
Hoppá, nem ezt akartam.
like that? Pretty, isn't it? Interesting. Not afraid of silver.
Ah, there you are.
Mi? Hol? Nem is vettem. Ja, dobozba.
Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes,
Yo.
Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Hát jó. Na. Megszüntettük a zavart.
Like that? Pretty, isn't
Ja,
it?
itt nem tudok átmenni, igen. Jaj. Itt lefele is lehetett menni, azt hiszem ott volt a labor. Vagy már nem vagyok benne teljesen biztos. Na? Felrobbantottad magad? Nem. Jó. Jó.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
Nem tudja mi
You
az a
know,
megaszkop.
Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid.
Végül is, ja.
Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kednel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Hello.
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iachus.
Beszéled ezt a nyelvjárást?
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Jó. Hallottad már máskor is, nem?
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree, Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course, they are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Ensevern. Vafel.
That does
Vafel.
not conclude our conversation.
Mi a gond?
What is it?
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it, but do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end, or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade, for you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Értetted
Any
ezt?
idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
Jó. Mi volt az a
What was
vándorlás?
that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work could be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Végül is.
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod,
Then it's old. Very, very old.
És most?
all in all, interesting conversation. What now?
All is ready. We should gather the others and begin.
Jó. Ó, szintet léptem. Megint?
Listen, everyone. All is in place. We may begin.
Ja, az
Lambert,
egyik a
prepare
izétől
the
volt a...
apparatuses. Escort, go.
Last I heard, my dear,
Erőhelytől.
I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
Mi ez a másik módszer?
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion...
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Végül is, ja, humánusabb. Kicsit nehéz neki lendületet venni, ahogy nézem.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
És most?
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Hát jó. Valami gond van?
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow.
Oh.
You don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards. in an hour or two.
Wow. Remekül hangzik.
Or 3.
I'll hold you to that.
A YouTube ezért szintén meg fogja megcsapkodni a fejemet, de hát... ez van. Farkasok? Kint meg vihar van? Bambi. Ojaj.
Well, well. Lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight.
Végül is.
Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
Merre jártál, Lambert?
What have you been up to, Lambert? On your way west last time I saw you.
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the road safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Gyakorlatias.
Pragmatic as ever.
You could stand to show some of Lambert's expediency. Set ideals like justice for trolls aside, keep yourself out of poverty instead.
Knew the sorceress would see it my way.
Eskel?
Where'd you go while you were away, Eskel?
Aldersburg. Hunted a higher vampire.
Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My client threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables, to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
Elkaptad?
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Hát én...
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies. And then, I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been?
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
Umáról meséltem.
We were talking about Uma, weren't we?
The night is young. Got time to talk about everything.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
Végül is.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You'll fucking what?
Ügyelj a szája.
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
Túléli?
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
Évek óta nem volt ilyen
It'll be
próba.
the first trial in years. Decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
Hát jó. Jöjj! Szóval, hogy volt az a Samovilla-ban?
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yoko fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own, with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
Na jó, váltsunk témát.
All right, change the subject.
'Cause you refuse to admit I'm right? Whatever. Fine.
Stop being a smartass and pour.
Colder and up an ice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
Én nem fázom.
Gotta say, I'm pretty warm.
He's always been a wuss about the cold. Remember winter 15 years ago? When the snow stayed around until Bellatane?
Mm-hmm. Lambert sat by the fire, wrapped in a blanket. Cussed copiously every time it started to snow.
Hello, young'uns. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good men, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels. Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir is enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. 'Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Az igen. Szórakozzunk egy kicsit.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs a shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus.
Kihagyod a kört.
How about that? Eskel, still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers.
Nem, ilyen nem volt.
Oh, Lambert. Kaer Morhen's black sheep.
Want to know the best part? They weren't even my knickers.
Oh.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
Nem ugrottam ki a szeretőm ablakán.
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it. He was a friend. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah. You're a true friend.
Right, men. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
Already went to get food.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
Tudod, hogy kedvellek.
Lambert, bud, gotta tell you something.
Yeah?
Sometimes you're a real jackass, but I love you, brother.
And sometimes you're a real blowhard. But damn it, I'd go to hell and back for you. Come here, you oaf. Damn. Broke.
Good thing it was empty. Huh? Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vesemir.
Ez bolond.
Not again. Take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue.
Na jó, kicsit hosszabbra nyúlt ez a rész, remélem nem bánjátok. És a következő részben megkeressük Eskelt. Reméljük megtaláljuk ilyen részegen, szóval remélem várjátok. Ne felejtsétek el feliratkozni és lájkolni a videót. Köszönöm a figyelmet, Lac voltam, minden jót. Sziasztok!
Sick bubblegum!